2018 the new Honda Insight First Look Review Interior and Exterior. The 2018 Honda Insight has been revealed in prototype form at the Detroit Motor Show, with its powertrain the only thing about the car due to cross the Atlantic to Europe. It's powered by the same hybrid powertrain as the 2018 CR-V Hybrid, which is scheduled to go on sale in the UK in August. Unlike the new CR-V, however, the third-generation Insight is not bound for Europe, but it will sit in the Princess lineup between the Civic and the Accord. The new Toyota Prius rival takes a more conventional saloon shape than its high-reared predecessor. The front will adopt Honda's aggressive new styling theme, with a metallic strip running the full width, tying in with Honda's other US market models. The wheelbase and length of the new car have grown over the previous Insight, although Honda hasn't yet specified the new car's dimensions. The car on show in Detroit is only a pre-production prototype. Where previous hybrids have been compromised by their electrification, the new Insight will be a great car in its own right, independent of what's happening under the hood, said Honda's boss, Hamihod Fimayom. The all-new Insight embodies Honda's approach to creating electrified vehicles without the typical trade-offs. The original Insight of 1999 was rated as the most fuel-efficient petrol car certified by the EPA at the time. Honda has not yet announced how fuel-efficient the next Insight will be, but Arcangeli described the car as having best-in-class performance in this regard. Fuel economy of around 60 miles per gallon is mooted, although Honda claims the Insight can drive on electric power alone in most situations. Inside, the car has an 8.0 inches touchscreen infotainment system and a 7.0 inches LCD display behind the steering wheel. It'll feature smartphone-mimicking customization of the interface and applications, as well as the ability to update software over the air via Wi-Fi. Honda fans know that whenever the automaker unveils a prototype of a car, well, it's going to be pretty darn close to what you're going to see in the production version in showrooms in the months or immediate years to come. Okay, we tried an aluminum two-seat air lozenge, then we rolled the dice with the can't-beat-M, joint M steel hatchback, and buyers still shrugged. Heck. Let's see if an Insight with the trunk draws a crowd. That's the product planning discussion we imagine having taken place inside Honda HQ. When it comes to the new 2019 Honda Insight making its debut at the 2018 Detroit Auto Show, attracting and retaining the Insight faithful was clearly never going to fly as a marketing strategy. US annual sales peaked at 20,962 in 2010 but averaged under 7,300 during each of the 12 model years the first two generations were offered. Europe drove the hatchback decision on the last generation, and apparently North America was granted its sedan wish this time around. Whatever the sales, profitability should be greatly improved for this generation, thanks to far greater sharing of tooling. The second-gen car was based on the crash architecture of the Fitch but looked drastically different, 10.7 inches longer, 3.8 inches lower, but this one represents an exterior restyle of the Civic sedan with fastback styling cues vaguely reminiscent of the Mazda 6 and Buick LaCrosse. Under the skin it surely must share most of its unibody structure and/or inner panel stampings plus at least some of the exterior glass with the Civic sedan, which it will be built alongside in Greensburg, Indiana. Honda is mum on chassis specifics as of press time, but any company would be stupid to clean-sheet a car that looks this similar, and Honda ain't stupid. We're told that this time around the Insight is being positioned as a premium offering priced and equipped a step up from the Civic, which no longer gets a hybrid variant of its own. The challenge will be pricing it so as not to overlap the larger Accord Hybrid and Clarity FEV models in the showroom. It sure seems likely that, at least if Honda continues to offer various trim grades in each of its hybrid models, there's going to be overlap especially with the Clarity plug-in hybrid, $34,290 minus $37,490, after deducting the federal and state tax credits it still qualifies for. Motivation for the 2019 Insight comes from Honda's latest two-motor hybrid system and multi-mode direct drive transmission. The main emitter drives the wheels through one ratio, and the engine begins to drive them via another at higher speeds. It's basically the same system found in the larger Accord Hybrid and Clarity FEV. The Insight will get a 1.5-liter Atkinson cycle gas engine like the Clarity's, and the Accord gets the larger 2.0-liter Atkinson engine. But without the big battery that keeps the Clarity's gas engine switched off for 47 miles, the Insight's driving dynamics should feel more like the Accord's, scaled for weight to power. We're promised the Insight will deliver best-in-class fuel economy. The standard suite of Honda sensing safety gear should position it at the head of the class in that area, as well. An 8.0-inch touchscreen infotainment system supporting Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a 7.0-inch instrument cluster screen, and other upscale interior fittings are expected to help justify its premium positioning. The new car's stated sales target goal is simply to exceed the 20,000 units originally expected of the second-gen Insight. That would amount to just 6% of total Civic sales, so it sounds pretty doable. But we'd love to listen in on a sales training session where Honda instructs dealer personnel on which car they should direct hybrid intending customers toward with $30,000 to spend.